Hello guys, Sir Grindelot here. You may hear a slight difference in my voice. I've not recovered from my cough and dry throat, but I changed microphone. Hopefully it sounds better. And I have to apologize in advance for this. I have not recovered completely yet. I still need a little bit of time. And I'm really sorry for this kind of coughing noises as if I'm going to die anytime soon, because I know they're very annoying when listening to a video, but unfortunately I'm stuck with them for a while. What's my current situation? After 1 week, which is actually a week and 3 days, I believe. Yeah, the season started on Friday, but you have to keep in mind that on weekends I cannot play. Because I spend time with my family, I play with my little daughter, we go fooling around together. So for me, weekends are like arena and secondary characters when I have time and this sort of stuff. No serious grinding. I'm level 1499, who knows, maybe I will ding 1500 during my grinding session. I found the donut set rings, both of them. They're bugged. The +2 to all abilities doesn't work because, of course, that's a bug that you can expect when the devs of this game introduce new items that have nothing to do with the older sets. Just set bonuses stop working, but only those to all abilities. The rest works. There are some things about this game that for me are a mystery. And I got a tier 6 either. I was not too excited about this, because my only Dragon Slayer so far is tier 5, and so I could not infuse it on this. I infused it here. I would have definitely preferred tier 6 Adona Rings and tier 5 Aether, but that's what we got going for us, so there is not much we can do about it. Unfortunately, none of my pieces of jewelry had slots, and I have plenty of Obolite. I could buy a couple of Demon Fingers, but let's wait a bit. Farming Arena is now easy. I can farm the Platinum Arena not until the end, but until wave 7 or 8, no, I mean stage 7 or 8, I can do it pretty reliably, and that's a lot of Obolite. Headband, whatever it's called, I upgraded to 20, chest to 23, weapon to 40, shield I have not touched it because it's a piece of garbage, and I really hope I can find what is it called? Astral Shield soon. A Jamazen, I'm not sure if it would be better than a Leander's Guard. I don't remember the base stat of a Jamazen, but I really hope to find an Astral Shield soon. And then I have the 2 Adona Rings, an Aether. I got a tier 6 Astral Armor with a roll that is not awful at all, because the top roll for Astral Armor is 2100 intellect, this one is 1900, and considering that it's the only one that I got, that's pretty respectable. It's just 10% off Astral in terms of intellect, so pretty good. Pretty good. Anything particularly relevant other than that? Not really. I finally started to increase my magic fine, which definitely helped a lot. I'm currently making decent amounts of gold in dungeons. Speaking of which, let's go farming. You may also notice I have a lot more emblems. Well, during the week I finished the one for the arena. That was very easy. And I also leveled up my archer and warrior to 150 in the arena, of course. In no time. It really took me no time, since I had a little bit of gear left over from this one with some slots. So in those slots I put some perfect gems, which can be used by level 1 characters at Reincarnation 1. You don't need to worry about Reincarnation level for the gems, and so my characters were basically immortal and dealing unlimited damage. And of course, as soon as they reached level 35, I picked Mage as a secondary. I respect the stats and skills and put everything into Storm and Meteor, and it was just a matter of circling around in the arena, letting mobs die, and getting some fat amounts of experience. So yeah, we did that. The only one that I'm currently missing after I kill these mobs is not here. Oh, this one. This is a very good emblem, but in order to do so, we need to have all the pieces of equipment, how to say that, upgraded to the maximum level. Not sure if also infused. Do they need to be infused as well? Infused and upgraded. So yeah, it will take a while. Definitely will take a while, but it's okay. We're doing okay. Now each stack of gold is between 150 and 170, hundreds of thousands. So it's a very respectable amount of gold now here in the Forgotten Realms. Of course, the Magician's Tower is not as good. So I could be farming the Magician's Tower, but if I dropped something, I would not have enough gold to do any upgrades. And so, since the last upgrade that I did to my gear and the new emblems and all this sort of stuff allowed me to start farming the Forgotten Realm dungeons, and I started to spend some time here. Every now and then I die, and I simply pick up an older key, lower level, and I keep doing it. I got a decent amount of golden keys in the bank, but I'm not going to use them until I have all divine topazes in all of my gear. Because all the golden keys, they have a 3 times multiplier, both for gold and for items. And so having high magic find to begin with is amazing. You get... on my mage, I remember... I mean, on my regular mage, not the seasonal mage, I was getting close to 1 million gold per stack. And the amount of legendary drops per map was pretty decent. So, considering that I don't plan to use any enchantments right now, I prefer to save them up. To save up all those keys, and once I have maybe some tier 6 equipment, maybe some endgame tier 5 equipment, I don't know yet, I will start to run those dungeons. I wouldn't mind at all to have Edona rings as my endgame for this character, because this character, like, I don't care about leaderboard, I don't care about anything. I just wanted to quickly farm some headbands and hopefully at least one astral. And so the Edona set is perfect. And by the way, with a couple of Edona set rings, especially when they are not bugged, infused them with Dragon Slayer bows, you're going to do absolutely fine when it comes to grinding. Absolutely fine. Here I have only one Dragon Slayer bow, which is a little bit underwhelming because... excuse me. I only have a 37% chance of dealing a critical damage. When it happens, it deals a mountain of damage, compared to my regular ones. But it's not very reliable, it only happens about 1/3 of the time. So what we're looking at is maybe a temporary Eye of the Bailor, because that will bring everything to 100%, or hopefully more Dragon Slayer bows. The cool thing about having a tier 6 Aether is that the next time that I drop a Dragon Slayer bow, if it's tier 5, it goes on the other Edona ring. If it's tier 6, it goes on the Aether. So that's pretty good. I have options. If all my gear was tier 6 and I dropped a tier 5 Dragon Slayer bow, I would have nothing to do with it. And the opposite would be true as well if I had all tier 5 gear and dropped a tier 6 Dragon Slayer bow. Having a mix is not bad. Just wish that we will be able to find the bloody bows without having to actually level up the archer. Because what happened with my main character, in order to find the Astral Sword, I had to bring my warrior to the end game. Like, my warrior was level 150 and I was not using it. It was only there for the achievement. After months I did not find any astral sword, so I cleared the whole game with the warrior. I equipped it well. I had a ton of gear for it. Excuse me. Really a ton. And then I just kept farming the tower and some Forgotten Real dungeons. And in a couple of weeks I got a tier 6 astral sword. And similarly with the... Oh, what did I drop? Okay. Similarly with the archer. Like, I only had one Dragon Slayer bow in the bank. I brought the archer to endgame range, and then I started to see a lot of Dragon Slayer bows. It's also worth noting that the Dragon Slayer bow is not rare at all. If you run an archer, you will find plenty. While the Astral Sword, even if you're running a warrior, it's a fairly rare drop. You will not find plenty of Astral Swords. You will find some, way more than playing with a mage, but still takes a bit of time. Luckily on my main character I have an Astral Sword at tier 6, so that's not something that I need to farm. And having it at tier 5 or tier 6, the difference is not absolutely massive, because the reason why the Astral Sword is great is the Astralium bonuses for sword. So we don't really care too much about the stats on the Astral Sword, but of course, eventually I would like to have it at tier 6. But it's possible to farm some great gear and even kill Kral and do everything you want with tier 5 gear, as long as it's good. I'm not so sure about killing Kral with the Dona set rings. That sounds challenging. But when it comes to farming Reincarnation 14, 13 and maybe even 15 maps, absolutely fine with tier 5 gear. Absolutely fine. You just need to make sure that it's good gear, that fits your build, and, you know, decent rolls, upgrades, all this sort of stuff. I would like to point out the fact that with this mage, I have not dropped a single Demon Bone or Ember in the game, apart from one Ember which was tier 4. Demon Bone I have not seen a single one. Not even one. Which is very weird, because mages are supposed to have a bonus for dropping wands, daggers, that kind of stuff. Nope. I got one Astral Sword and 0 Demon Bones. Like, if I didn't know about it, I would not even think that it was in the game. So weird. What do we have here? Oh, a Catalyte. Nice. Well, I don't really need the Catalytes right now, because purchasing the chests that cost 1000 oboli, it's very easy to get hundreds of Catalytes in a fairly short amount of time. You just need to waste time opening the chests, selling the stuff you have in your backpack, buying more chests, and, you know, it's a slightly tedious process. But you make so many Catalytes, and you also get some respec. They're not really stones, but, you know, they're respec consumable, as well as infused cores if you need them. So it's good. Those chests are really good. Now that I'm farming with a decent amount of magic find, every now and then I get a full backpack. It was not happening when I had like 500 or 1000 magic find. But now that I am above 10,000, sometimes after a few grinding sessions I need to go to town to empty the bag. Not just from trash, but from actual drops. Oh, my rank is 101. Feels good, man. Feels good. We're climbing. A sip of tea. By the way, cold tea, not ideal when you have a throat ache, but that's what I have. I don't have any other option at the moment. I'm sorry, health. I'll try to take care of you better in the coming days. Tomorrow I really wish to stream. Last week, due to my throat issues, I've not been able to stream on Twitch, which is sad because it's cool, streaming is cool. But hopefully tomorrow morning I will wake up feeling a bit better. Got some medicals from my doctor, and if everything works out well, in the afternoon or late morning I will start to stream. We can do some grinding together. Hopefully the viewers will bring me a bit of luck, because my luck has been very interesting this run. Like, when I'm lucky, I'm very lucky. Like, within 48 hours, Astral Sword. What the fuck? And one of my very first grinding sessions on the Magician's Tower, tier 6 Astral chest with a good roll. Oh, what the fuck? But then, there are things like Demon Bone. Hello? Is it still in the game? Has it been removed? What's going on? But it's okay, this character is very, very, very young. The amount of grinding that I did with this character is nothing compared to what I did with my mage, the non-seasonal one, so I cannot really compare them. I think I may be able to purchase a new thing here. Oh yeah, let's get an extra +2 to multi-missile. Yeah, extra damage. Extra damage is good. We like extra damage. Because, of course, multi-missile, the skills that covers the whole screen, is considered a single target spell. So it requires the single target Australian wheel. Because this game. And I know it doesn't make sense, but that's what it is. And I would also like to buy the AoE one, because it makes farming the arena much easier. In the arena I use multi-missile, but not as much as Storm and Meteor. So having an extra +5 to Storm particularly would be great, but at the moment I don't need arena as much, because I'm already a fairly decent level right now. I mean, I'm basically at the cap. And Obole, we have a couple of million. It's not great considering we don't have Demon Fingers at all. Like, I ran out of Demon Fingers to have 4 sockets in the grid, and I don't remember where else I used them, but yeah, I ran out of Demon Fingers. So we will need a few more in the near future, and considering that it's not an easy drop to find, we may have to use the 1 million thing, 1 million obole from the vendor. Because in the chests you cannot find Demon Fingers. You can find Catalytes, you can find Infuse Cores, but not Demon Fingers. It would be too good. At least that's what it used to be. I believe it's still the case, because with my seasonal characters I opened at least 400 chests. I got plenty of Respect Stones and Infusion Cores, not a single Demon Finger. So I don't believe it's possible to find it, but who knows? Things change in this game, the devs don't say, yeah, we did it, boys, we are level 1500. Oh, we made it in the top 100. Really? That's amazing. I thought there must have been thousands of people already at level 1500. Yeah, we did it. Top 100. It sounds amazing. Until you know that the game, the seasonal mode has only been out for a week, and basically, like, making it to level 1500 is only a matter of how much spare time you have in this game. So it's not like one of those achievements of which I'm particularly proud of. But it's good. Like, considering that my amount of spare time is not amazing, I'm actually shocked to see that I made it top 100. Top 89, actually. It's like, let's start saying things the way they are. We're much better than top 100. Wait, why am I going so low in hit points here? Okay. Okay, it was a slightly concerning situation, but we're doing okay. So yeah, top 89. I will still call it top 100 because it sounds better. So my name will forever be there. I believe there was a level 1500 on day 1 or day 2, but yeah, it's doable. It's definitely doable. And I don't believe there was any shady stuff involved. Just good old no-life farming. I did a lot of no-life farming when I was younger and I did not have a full-time job. And it's fun. In short session, it's definitely fun. It feels like you're actually achieving something in the game. Now I would never be able to do it. There is no way. That's why I never took the leaderboard thing very seriously. I'm just disappointed about the Kral one because I was hoping that it would record the time, not like who did it first, who did it second, and so on and so forth. It would also have made my life easier because in all my Kral runs I always wonder at which moment should I start recording. And I found out that most people record when Kral's hit points start to show up. But it would have been nice to have like a mechanism, an algorithm, something in the game that started measuring at a certain time, and then the leaderboard would have been who does it in the lowest amount of time, shortest amount of time, whatever, English grammar. But no, maybe it would be difficult to implement something like that. So it's just the leaderboard is mostly a matter of who has more spare time, which is okay, which is absolutely okay. For me, wow, double drop, 2 rings. What did I get? Tier 6 piece of trash, tier 5 piece of trash. Okay, no word. I mean, the valid one I could keep. No, why would I keep it? Like, it's not the worst ring in the world. And the valid set in general is not the worst set in the world for the devastating blow build, but I don't know. I really doubt I'm going to play the devastating blow build in the seasonal character. Since I have 0 katanas, 0 bananas of Yoshimo here, and enough for a full set on my regular character. Hello. Magisters today are being a bit shy when it comes to golden keys, which is annoying. Bello Dahiha. Well, there was a time that Dahiha was the only option as a helmet. For many classes, like not just for mage, but even for archer, Dahiha was better than archer-specific helmet, which is insane. Now at least there are a few more options, because the Diamond Headband is more focused towards DPS, while Dahiha has much better survivability. Like in the early game, when my gear was trash tier, I actually missed Dahiya because of extra vitality, extra hit points, tankiness in general. I struggled a lot with survivability. Now that I'm upgrading gear, I'm upgrading the Will of the Light King, armor is getting better, and so on and so forth, then I feel more confident about approaching Forgotten Real dungeons without even checking like the damage multiplier, hit points multiplier, and that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's at least there are options. Like if you're in a stage of a game where you're struggling with the survivability of your character, Dahiya is still a very good helmet. Like very high magical damage, +2 to all abilities, some survivability. It's really good. But you know, if you're already tanky enough and you just want to max your DPS, Diamond Headband is the way to go. This is a very, very big map in terms of how many monsters we have to kill. And it's not a map that I like, but of course it's zombies and imps, which is just mildly better than zombies and dogs. Wow, so many. Am I going to die? Maybe. Maybe. Of course, I have not even attempted yet the dragon at the top of the Magician's Tower. It's not in my plans at the moment. Even Kral, like, I'm very far from being able to kill Kral, and not my priority. I will try to do it as soon as I have all tier 5 equipment. Some extra Dragon Slayer would be welcome, or, you know, at least an Eye of the Baylor to have guaranteed critical hits, because the Kral fight is easy. Like, especially if your infusions are not Demon Bones, but actually armor into armor, you're not going to take a lot of damage from Kral. The real problem is dealing damage, because it has a mountain of hit points. So you need to have some spare time, and you need to be able to deal a lot of damage. At the moment, both things are not are not available for me. My damage is extremely low. Like, on a crit, I'm dealing way less than 1 billion damage. I would not even dare to enter Kral's lair. Like, we worry about it in a few weeks. At the moment, I only care about having a proper farming setup. So I have the 2 Edona rings, perfect. I have an Aether, perfect. The shield is trash. We need to upgrade the shield. And then we need, yeah, a couple Dragon Slayers. After that, we can start. Wow, double drop! After that, we can start to worry about, you know, Astral Sword, higher damage, higher end areas, get rid of greed, you know, things that will happen later. We don't worry about them right now. What's the gold amount? Oh, I forgot to level up. I mean, to add those 5 extra stat points. 282 million. That's not bad at all. I could level up. What could I level up? Probably a few pieces here and there. Probably. Like, instead of upgrading, for example, just the helmet to 40, I will add 5 levels here, 5 levels there to get a bigger amount of roll stats and magical damage increase. That's a lot of stuff. Can we get a corner? I would really like a corner. Oh my god. That's a lot of stuff coming my way. From every direction. No, that's problematic. That's honestly problematic. Let's go away, let's go away. That's a corner. Yeah, that helps. Corner, I mean the fact that you cannot be surrounded by mobs in all directions. And considering that there is collision detection, in this game there is a smaller amount of mobs that can hit you. Like, you get hit by all the ranged monsters, but very few of the melee ones, and that increases your survivability chances a lot. Definitely shy about golden keys today. The last one I got was yesterday before going to sleep. Well, let's open the chest, the barrels here. It's a lot of gold. That was like 600,000 gold just by passing by those barrels. Oh, this map again. How about not zombies? Okay, nice. Looks like it's a small map, which is okay, we don't mind too much. Okay, chest. We have been going on for basically half an hour, so I have another 15 save minutes to go. I mean save, before AZ Recorder starts to have a stroke and corrupts everything. And hopefully you will see this video, because it's the first time that I record with this microphone. And I did some testing, and the volume should be okay, there should not be any clipping. At least not any major one, because I don't really scream a lot while I play. I know there are some, some gamers who, when something exciting happens, they go completely insane, but I'm not like that. I may do a bit of, oh, no, something like that. Or I may die coughing while I play. You know, that would be a thing. I wonder on how many newspaper agencies I would end up for something like that. Well, if I did it while streaming, definitely. But while recording a video, it would be a lot harder, because I really doubt that my wife would find my corpse and think, oh no, Sir Grindelot deceased while recording the video. I must edit the video and upload it on YouTube for everyone to see. I really don't think she would do that. But I will ask her later. Maybe I will let you guys know her answer to that question. Yeah, excuse me again. Most of the time I listen to video rather than watching them. There are times that I'm really interested in what happens in the screen, on the screen, so I will be actually watching the video from other people. But more often than not, I enjoy listening to what people say, the information they share, their opinions and stuff like that. And so if, for example, I'm working or I'm editing something or I'm having a meal and I'm just listening to a video, and the person who made the video keeps coughing or sneezing or whatever, I find it very annoying, so I really feel sorry about my recent health issues. But what happened is that one day I was on my motorbike and it started raining like an insane amount of water, and it was very cold. I got super wet. And when I got back home, I had a hot shower and I was like, oh, that's nice, I feel much better now. And then the following morning my throat was killing me. I thought, okay, today I will stay home, drink hot stuff, spend some time, you know, under quilts, some warm temperature, should be okay. And I got a little bit better for a day or two. But the throat itch stayed there, so I decided to go to see the doctor. And the day I went to the doctor, it started raining again. So everything, like my recovery, was delayed by the gods that decided that I deserved to be punished for I'm not really sure what, because I'm a good kid most of the time. A fairly grown up kid, but I still behave fairly well on my daily life, but apparently I had to be punished, I don't know. Maybe I didn't put enough Parmesan cheese in my daughter's noodles or whatever. She really likes Parmesan cheese. She's like almost 1 year and a half, and there was a period that lasted probably a week during which she was a bit bored of the food that I was preparing for her. And so I thought, you know, daughter, I will trick you. I will change the seasoning, even if the food will stay for the most part the same. And the trick worked, but she really likes Parmesan cheese, to the point that if I prepare, I don't know, rice with a salmon, mushroom, and some other things that she really likes, and I don't put Parmesan cheese on it because I forget, she will not be very happy to eat it. And I will be tell her, daughter, but this is some of your favorite stuff. Aren't you super hungry? You're like, yes, you're grinding a lot, but you forgot the Parmesan cheese. Your arrogance will be punished by me not eating dinner properly. And yeah, we have a weird relationship with me and my daughter, but I love her. She's good. She eats like a 15-year-old boy, but other than that, she's good. And remember, if you want to start a GoFundMe, let's feed Sir Grindalot's daughter, I approve of that, and I will give you my PayPal thingy, and you can send me money. Keeping up with the amount of food that she has is being a struggle for me. Oh no, my bag is full. What do we leave? Well, this is the least important of all. Let's go to town. This is my first seasonal grinding session during which I need to go to town because I filled it. It's just full. I would like to recycle these, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, quite a bit of garbage. Wait, assassin gift? Yeah. No, I don't want to keep it. I'm sorry, Valab's Tooth. I'm not sorry, Arachnid thingy. Nah. Sacred Robe. I don't remember dropping a single... What is it called? Strength of the Week. It's weird. What? Canalizer. It's new. 6 to hook in missile, 3 to chain lightning. Okay. Oh, tier 6 stone skin. I don't know, but I will keep it. Wow! This is new. Tier 6, plus 12 to sacrifice, 3 to double attack, 3 to bash, attack speed, physical damage and strength. It doesn't look awful. I think I will keep it. It's also tier 6 with... Wait a moment. A one-handed weapon? With 6 slots? That one is amazing. I'm definitely going to keep it. Not going to keep this one. Nice! That sword definitely has potential for farming. Not for mage, of course, but you know, I mean, for warrior, because there is a chance that I may eventually need to start playing the bloody warrior to farm for an astral sword or who knows what. What do we want to upgrade? Not the shield, my god, not the shield. Here we have intellect. Nah. But it's the cheapest one to upgrade. Let's do this a few times. There you go. There you go. And we have 16 sapphires. No, not really sapphires. 16 topazes. Could become 5 of these. I would go to 7. Not enough. Not enough. Oh, we don't have any portal, of course. Let's keep going. Not a bad grinding session. 12,000 magic find. Oh, yeah. Magic find, you start to see the improvements, right? Like, we went from 500 and got an astral sword. But we were broke. Then 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. And then I was lucky enough to find the missing Edona ring. And that skyrocketed my magic find by a lot. Because just to give you an idea, this is what happens if I remove a ring. That's basically 3,000 missing. So just those 2 rings together, they basically add 3,000 magic find thanks to the... Oh my god, my throat. Thanks to the set bonus. And considering that the rest of the stats are not completely awful, and hopefully one day the devs will fix the bug to the +2 to all skills, those 2 rings are absolutely fantastic for farming. And I refer specifically to the 2 rings because I do believe that you want an Aether for farming. Like, for me it's basically mandatory to have an Aether. Like, this is not cap speed because I have not upgraded it. And I can feel that I'm going slow, going very, very slow, like I'm wasting time. But I want to wait a little bit to upgrade it, just because we're not dealing enough damage to one-shot everything, so there is no real rush to move to room, but we're definitely slow. Yeah, if you want a magic find, the double grid, the 2 Adona rings, and an Aether is excellent stuff. Also worth mentioning that I'm being extremely lucky with the Dona set, because I got 1 ring, followed by the amulet, followed by the other ring, and then I got a tier 6 ring. So no duplicates, and the first 3 pieces were all of the same set, of the same tier, I mean. So I was able to spend a bit of time, like few hours, with the ring and the amulet, going at very slow speed, but with some extra... oh, gold nugget. But with some extra magic find, made some extra gold, made some upgrades, and now we don't need to worry about speed, basically for the rest of the game. Tier 6 Aether is here to stay for as long as I'm farming with the seasonal character. Actually, with the seasonal characters, plural. Because an Aether infused with a Dragon Slayer is like ideal for every character. Maybe there is something to be said for like warrior, because there are some weapons that increase speed by quite a bit, so you may not need the speed. And also archer, you don't necessarily need it because it starts with better speed, so you may reach... my god, this is so tanky. You may reach cap speed without an Aether, but if you don't have the equipment that allows you to reach cap speed, having an Aether with a Dragon Slayer is like absolutely fine. How long is this video? 42 minutes so far. Another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes of grinding. See if we can achieve greatness and glory. What is this? Is it my first tier 6 diamond headband? No. Is the Assassin's Hood any good? Multi-shot, dexterity, physical damage, another dexterity. Why dexterity? Why are the devs pushing dexterity for the archers so much? I don't understand it. But at least it has, you know, +3 multi-shot. What's that? Is that a turtle or another astral armor? What's your guess? My guess is a turtle. I already got an astral armor, and turtle is more rare. Oh, tier 5 astral armor, okay. I may keep it, just because my sword is tier 5. Not that the set at the moment is great, because they nerfed the magic orbit, and the 2-piece bonus is basically irrelevant. So, considering that I already have an infused and upgraded Will of the Light King, I really doubt I will be using the tier 5 astral armor. I'm more likely to wait until I can use the tier 6 one. But before using that, I want a tier 6, a few tier 6 diamond headbands. Because the first upgrade to my gear would be tier 6 diamond headband, followed by tier 6 whatever chest I can find. And of course, if a game would be so nice to give me a chest, a shield that doesn't suck, I would be very happy. I'm at the point that I would consider running a demonic guard, just because I could put an extra couple of topazes there. Like, infuse it with a diamond headband to provide some more damage, because demonic guard by itself, not so much damage. But you infuse a diamond headband, starts to be more reasonable. And then you throw 6 topazes on that bad boy and you're good to go. There was a time during which I farmed with a demonic guard infused with Axanidia because of the +3 to all skills and the magic find. Then by mistake I opened the pet window and I recycled it. Actually I sold it instead of equipping it, and it felt very bad. It happened to my shield and to my double tier 6 grid. Not ideal, it was not a good time. I would not recommend 0 out of 10. So don't do it. Be more careful than me. It's the reason why I'm not doing the magic find swap. Because there is this thing that if you enter a map with magic find, with a certain value of magic find, the rest of the map will be set, or at least part of the map will be set as if you had that magic find all the time. So a common strategy is you enter a map with 35-40,000 magic find, and then you swap gear and you put your DPS gear and you're good to go. But if you make a mistake when you swap and you sell the stuff to the pet, you will feel very bad. And if it happened to my Astral Sword, maybe I would delete the app from my phone and I would start streaming, I don't know, chess. I have not played chess in a very long time. I would lose to like kindergarteners. But no, I would not be able to recover from selling by mistake my Astral Sword to the pet. No, so I will stick with my setup where I enter dungeon with the magic find gear and I stay with that. I'm not looking forward too much to a tier 6 grid, just because the reason why I like grid is the 200 magic find and it doesn't change when it goes to tier 6, so it's like meh, not particularly relevant. Power of Destruction. This was a fairly big arcane passive. Kind of map that on my regular character I would skip. Like, no, forget this. I want to kill Magisters quickly. Go to the next one. But we need to farm, so let's just kill mobs. Will we be rewarded? Rewarderino? A rewarded? We got rewarded! We got rewarded! It's the second time that I asked for a reward and I got it. Is it a sign? Should we run this map? You know what? Let's run this map. I should save it. But we got it not on stream, but live while I was recording, and it was a cold reward. So I think Destiny calls that we run this dungeon. How much? Oh, almost 400,000 per stack. Nice, like 350. It's still a bit of a waste compared to what is possible to do later on, though. Let's do things that are good for this video in particular. And who knows, maybe we'll be rewarded even in terms of drops. And the enchantment will not suck. Considering that my... no, wait. If I put an enchantment on the Aether, that will be a pain when I need to infuse it and equip it. And upgrade it. So... maybe if I find an enchantment that is not really endgame, but not complete trash, I will throw it on the... on the Edona ring that already has the Dragon's Lair. It sounds like the most sensible option. Yeah, like, you know, those enchantments like 900 magical damage and 80 strength. You know, the kind of stuff is you're like, oh. It's like, it's better than not having it, but it's not really for your end game gear, but still usable. Nice amounts of gold. We'll definitely do a bit of upgrading later. I will not record the process of buying the 1000 Obolite chests because it's insane, it's madness. But what are we? Hey, 320 million. Yeah. Later we get some Obolite. Well, we get some chests using the Obolite, and I will probably upgrade quite a few pieces of my equipment. I will try to upgrade the Aether to the point of reaching cap speed, and then I don't know, I will see. Another battle. Come on, open. Come on, I'm a bit in a rush, game. Try to cooperate. Like, I'm already past the 50 minutes mark, so any moment now, Easy Recorder could decide that the video has to get corrupted because I angered it. So let's try to get this remaining 9% done quickly. Like this following area, all the mobs stacked on each other, please. Not a small room with few monsters, come on. 1%. Yes. Come out. Yes. What is it? 2000 physical damage. I will not use it. I will keep it in the bank in case I really need to level up the warrior or the other... What's the other one? The archer. Anyway, this is Sir Grandelot checking out. This was my first grinding session while reaching level 1500. Got some decent stuff. I'm not sure if I will have another one later, but I will definitely try to stream tomorrow. So I'm wishing you all a happy seasonal grinding, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, take care.